Have you ever tried to find a town that no longer exists? Not because it was abandoned, but because it was erased from every map, every database, every government record. Welcome to the legend of the cursed towns that vanished. This isn't fiction. These towns were real. People lived in them. Roads led there. Letters were sent and received, and then they were gone. Let's start with one of the most whispered names in American urban legend, Ong's Hat, New Jersey. At first glance, it sounds like folklore, a town founded in the 1800s, named after a man who threw his silk hat into a tree. But in the 1980s, things took a darker turn. Conspiracy theorists claimed Ong's Hat was the site of secret interdimensional experiments. They said scientists working in the Pine Barrens built a gateway device capable of sending people into alternate realities. Soon, the town, what little remained, disappeared from all public records. Drive there today and you'll find broken roads and trees that feel like they're watching. But Ong's Hat is just the beginning. Let's head to Dudleytown, Connecticut. Known as America's Village of the Damned, Dudleytown was once a peaceful settlement in the 1700s. Then came the deaths, suicides, madness. Entire families lost in the woods. Local historians blame bad soil and isolation. But residents whisper of something else, a curse brought from England, tied to a noble family that had betrayed the crown. Visitors report feeling dizzy, nauseous. Cameras stop working. Shadows move where no one walks. And then there's Hoer, Verde, Brazil. It's 1923, a small village of 600 people nestled in the Amazon rainforest. One day, a visitor arrives to find the town completely empty. No bodies, no blood, no signs of struggle, just a chalkboard in the school with the words, "There is no salvation." To this day, no trace of the villagers has ever been found. The government said it never existed, but people nearby still hear voices in the jungle, speaking in a language no one can recognize. And yet, these aren't the only vanishing towns. In the Soviet era, Kazakh, a mining town in Russia, was forcibly evacuated after an explosion. The residents were told to leave immediately, with no warning. When journalists tried to return years later, they were turned away. The coordinates were removed. Even satellite maps blurred the area. What were they hiding? In France, there's the case of Goussainville-Vieux-Pays. It was a thriving town until Charles de Gaulle Airport was built nearby. The noise from jet engines was deafening. One plane even crashed into a local home. People fled, but the town remained on paper. Until it didn't. Now maps skip it. GPS reroutes you. The town is still physically there, but according to Google, it might as well be a ghost. So what do these places have in common? A traumatic event? A government cover-up? Something supernatural? It's easy to dismiss these stories as myths. But what if they were test sites? What if someone, somewhere, needed a place to erase? A town to experiment with memory, reality, even time. The next time you're on a road trip and see a small, forgotten turnoff, no signs, no name, ask yourself, was there once a town here? And why is no one allowed to talk about it? Try searching Ong's Hat tonight. See what you find, if it's still there at all. Like, follow and subscribe for more stories from the edge of history and horror.